Hello, this is Mrs. Lisa Ray from the Department of Sociology. Now, in my last video, I had discussed about the social institutions, kingship. Today, we will discuss about marriage, the functions, the definition and functions of marriage, the merits and demerits of marriage, the rules of marriage, and the various forms of marriage. Now, for the class 12 students, we know that marriage and family are the key structures in most societies. The relationship between marriage and family is an interesting topic of study to sociologists, as the sociologists are interested in the relations between the institution of marriage and the institution of family. And we know that marriages are what create a family, and families are the most basic social unit upon which the society is built. Both marriages and family create status roles that are sanctioned by the society. So, what is marriage? Marriage is one of the universal social institutions. It is established by the human society to control and regulate the sex life of man. According to Malinowski, marriage is a contract for the production and maintenance of children. Definition of marriage according to Louis. Marriage is relatively permanent bond between permissible mates. Functions of marriage. Procreation of children. Marriage regulates sex relations. Marriage leads to the establishment of the family. Marriage provides economic cooperation. Marriage contributes to emotional and intellectual interstimulation of the partners. Marriage aims at social solidarity. Marriage gives economic security to women. Marriage helps in socialization. Now let us discuss the advantages of marriage. Advantages of marriage. Companionship. Most humans are not solitary and crave companionship. Life is enhanced when experiences can be shared with another person who cares and shares your interests and concerns. Acceptance. Marriage is an accepted way for two people to show their commitment to each other. Most institutions, from governments to corporations, have policies that give concessions to married couples. Stability. Marriage benefits society generally because it is associated with stable families. Stable families produce happier children and a more stable society with less crime and fewer social problems. finances. There are often financial benefits associated with marriage. Taxes are often, as inheritance can be easier to sort out when a couple is married. Partnership. Marriage is about sharing burdens and responsibilities, and that can lead to less stress, financial or emotional. Raising a child, for example, is relatively easier for two parents than it is for one. Family unit. Marriage gives a child two parents, which can help a child to develop into a balanced and happy adult. Children have two different role models to look up to and twice as much potential support emotionally and practically. Religious reasons. Most cultures have religious reasons for getting married. A religious marriage can be a way for a couple to deepen their bonds to each other as well as help them to form a deeper relationship with God and receive His blessings. 6. Marriage promises and helps to deliver a happy sex life. Partners can get to know and fulfill each other's desires in a trusting, long-term relationships. Disadvantages of marriage. Infidelity. Fidelity is not a natural state for humans, especially during young adulthood when sex drive is its strongest. In most married, sex lives fade over time, which can lead to affairs and other infidelities. Rut. Many couples get stuck in a rut, repeating the same arguments over and over. The key differences in their personalities never go away. Petty problems and irritating habits become magnified over time. Lack of individuality. Marriage restricts an individual's freedom. Family conflict. Couples have to deal with their partners' families, which can be a source of problems and conflict. Red tape. Getting married can mean extra bureaucracy and red tape, especially when the wife changes her name and official documents such as social security and driver's licenses have to be changed. Limitations. Society has moved on. The traditional idea of marriage is outdated. Conformity. Marriage is about seeking approval from civil and religious authorities when it should be just the opinions of the two people in the relationship that matter. Relationships should be purely personal. Religion and government don't need to be involved. Financial penalties. There are some financial disadvantages in marriage. The marriage penalty is when married couples end up paying more in taxes than they would if they had not married. Divorce cost can also be huge. Expensive ceremony. Marriage ceremonies can be very expensive and extremely stressful. Getting stuck. Marriage can extend the time that a couple stays in a bad or unhealthy relationship. Couples may be persuaded to stay together due to religious or cultural taboos against divorce. Forms of marriage. The various forms of marriage: polygamy, which can further be divided into polygyny and polyandry, monogamy, and xenogamy or group marriage. Now today, let us discuss polygamy. Polygamy refers to the marriage of several or many. Polygamy is a form of marriage in which one man marries two or more women or vice versa. Polygamy is divided into polygyny and polyandry. Polygyny is a form of marriage in which one man marries more than one woman at a given time. Polyandry is the marriage of one woman with several men. It is practiced among the Tibetans, Toda, Dakota tribes. Monogamy is the form of marriage in which one man marries one woman. This is the most widespread form of marriage found among the primitives. Group marriage. Group marriage is that type of marriage in which a group of men marry a group of women. Each man of a male group is considered to be the husband of every woman of female group. Similarly, every woman is the wife of every man of man group. Types of endogamy. Caste endogamy. Caste endogamy is a type of endogamous marriage in which marriage takes place within one's own caste. Members of each caste marry within its own caste group. Subcaste endogamy. Subcaste endogamy, like caste, each subcaste is also an endogamous unit. In subcaste endogamy, marriage takes place within one's subcaste only. Varna endogamy is another type of endogamous marriage. The traditional Indian society are consisting of 4 varnas. In Varna endogamy, the choice of mate is restricted to one's own Varna only. Tribal endogamy. Tribal endogamy is a type of endogamous marriage in which the choice of a mate is restricted to one's own tribal group. Types of exogamy. Gotra exogamy. Gotra exogamy refers to clan. The members of a particular gotra or clan supposed to have close blood relations among themselves. In gotra exogamy, one has to marry outside one's own gotra. Pravara exogamy. Pravara exogamy means sibling. According to Pravara exogamy, one has to marry outside one's own Pravara. Marriage within Pravara is forbidden. Sapinda exogamy. Sapinda exogamy means lineage. According to Sapinda, exogamy marriage within one's own Sapinda is forbidden. They are supposed to marry outside one's own Sapinda. Village exogamy. According to this principle of marriage, marriage is within one's own village is forbidden. Each and every society prescribes certain rules relating to marriage. Cross-cousin marriage. When marriage takes place between one's mother's brother's daughter or son with father's sister's son, daughter, we call it as cross-cousin marriage. Parallel cousin marriage. When marriage takes place between children of either two sisters or two brothers, it is known as parallel cousin marriage. Levirate marriage. When a woman marries her husband's brother after the death of her husband is known as levirate. Sororate marriage. When a man marries his wife's sister after the death of his wife or even when the wife is alive is called sororate. Hypergamy marriage. When a man of higher caste or varna marries a woman of lower caste or varna is called hypergamy. Hypogamy marriage. When a man of lower caste or status marries a woman of higher caste or status is known as hypogamy marriage. We have come to the end of today's lesson. We will come back with few more videos. Till then, thank you for your patient listening. Stay safe, stay at home, save the world and save the earth.